I use like this. I ask everybody. After I telling a story, I ask everybody, do you want to listen to my story? And typically into Toastmaster, I will get the responses, yes. And then I say, I know you do. It's like this is a turning point. It's that doing some punchlines before to make the audience feel unexpected and surprised. And this part cannot be taught. It cannot be taught, but you can learn it from experience. So today I bring my C1 speech to you, and my C1 speech is called My Language, My Life. And as I have mentioned, the C1 speech objectives are to make others know you, remember you, and to experience the stage. So my key messages is like this. I want my audience to remember that I'm a computer science girl who loves programming very much. And I have great passions on teaching and sharing. And I'm here to improve my English and challenge myself. And I use some materials like this. Like my major is computer science. I bring my experience with computers and programming contests and my frustrated experience and some frustrated and how I turn the frustrated experience to my driving force and my devotion to teach programming, my dream to be a teacher, and what I learned, how to fix failures. That's the materials. I categorize this. So just like the first is like the description part, and the second is stories and something like that. Yeah. So you can think and you can categorize, or you can think from those categories. Yeah, so in order to give you more vivid picture about what to write in a speech, so I bring my script to you. So I would like to invite Claire to give you. And please notice that this is a C1 speech. And it is delivered about 3 years ago, when I was very young. When I was a little girl, but so this speech is definitely not perfect. It's kind of not very good, and I can talk about some problems on this speech, but I just want to show you that in this speech I have my key messages and I use some materials. So to give you more impression on this speech, I decided to demo this speech here. It is very challenging to me because it's 3 years ago, so I will try my best to deliver my C1 speech again after 3 years. It's very not sure. Okay. So at the time I'm doing the demo, please do categorization of the script. Just like you can just circle some sentence like for the categories that I have already mentioned in that's just like you will find some sentence which belongs to some categories, and then you just give some marks on this. Just circle some. You may not circle all, but just try to circle some. Okay, so here comes my C1 speech. What are your favorite language? English, Chinese, Japanese, or French? To me, it's computer programming language. I'm Amy. I'm from the computer science, from the Department of Computer Science and Information Engineering. I made my first computer when I was 4 years old. Since then, I cannot live without computers. At first, my favorite was just computer games. But later, after I learned computer programming language, I fell in love with it. It is really fantastic. You can make your computers do anything you want it to do, as long as you can transfer your commands into code. So you can control your computers instead of letting it control you. In the field of computer science, Programming, or we say coding, is the most basic skill we should learn. And the main idea is to solve the problems in other fields by programs. For example, how can we do DNA pattern matching? It is quite difficult to human beings, but we can easily solve it by programs. I was really lucky to learn computer programming languages in the first year in my senior high school. And we have programming contests for solving problems. And my performance was not bad in the internal contest in my school. However, I never did well in the external contest. It is because my senior high school was a girls' school. There were few resources and few students who loves computers as much as me. Can you imagine? You really love something, but there's no one who can discuss with you? Or one day you found the thing that you thought you are excellent at you are not so good at the thing that you thought you are excellent at? Or how would you feel if your favorite thing leads to your failure in college entrance application? These are what I have experienced in the past. When I first faced such failures, yes, of course, I thought about giving up. I thought I was not good enough to compete with others. However, instead of losing my passion, I found my life. The happiness of solving problems reminded me of my love for coding. What's more, I found the main difference between girls' school and boys' school is just resources. So I made up my mind. If there is no exciting road, just let me open that one. This is my way to live. In my life, learning and teaching. Since then, sharing knowledges of computers and coding became another hobby of mine. After entering into my department, I often go back to my senior high school to teach my younger schoolmates not only coding, but also how to treat the failures in our life as gifts. In the external contest this year, 7 of them got awards. And the greatest thing is that they told me they are really interested in solving problems. I believe their world has been changed, and importantly because of me. And I believe they will do better and better in the future. So in order to teach them more, I will spare no efforts. Learning and teaching, and eventually it turned into my dream, being a teacher. I want to go study abroad to know more about computer science and come back here to encourage people, to encourage more girls to study computer science. And I want to encourage people not to give up when they face failures. I want to get on the stage to tell them the brick walls in our lives are not there to keep us out. The brick walls are there to give us a chance to show how badly we want something. It is a big dream to me, so I came here. I came to NTU Toastmasters to improve my English and to challenge myself. I'm Amy, a girl who loves computers, programming language, and wants to change the world. Her life is going to change in this place from now on. finish the categorization. So does anyone want to give me some examples among those parts? It should be like 6 or 5. So just give me like one sentence for the examples in this part. And I have cookies for volunteers. And this cookie is from Japan. Japan is at Japan airport. I bought it when I was waiting for the transfer airplane. So, any volunteer for giving me example? Quick, we don't have many, so if you volunteer too late, you won't get the cookie. Any volunteer? Don't be shy. I'm not shy to show you my C1 speech. It's just okay, so
can you explain what exactly you want to do?
Okay, so just give me like Claire, can you give me my script? I want to use the example. So like in the spices part, I will say I use